In terms of policy and advocacy, we obviously this is a very important pillar on how we engage with policymakers and how we engage with the decision makers. And a list of some of the policy submissions is available here, and like I said, a number of them have been converted into government orders and so on and so forth. A number of ministers were very engaged with us during the course of the year, and of course Mr. K.T. Ramarao, the Honorable Minister for Municipal Administration, Urban Development, Industries and IT, has been an extraordinary supporter, and we look forward to hearing from him also in a few minutes. Some more visuals from the policy submission to various people. Interactions with bureaucrats, 11 policy-based interactions with bureaucrats were done. We also, actually I'll say this is something that I'm quite proud of, is that we also significantly increased our interaction with some of the district administrations, given that a lot of the focus historically has been with the in and around Hyderabad. So these are some interactions that we had with the various district administration, the union budget, and of course a number of inputs that we provided both at the state level, region level, and the central level were accepted by the governments. Some outcomes and impacts of the various policy recommendations that we've made over a period of time. And also CII's representation on various committees that were formed by the state government, as you would expect, and as you see, we were quite involved and we were quite engaged in a number of the decision-making policies. A number of the reports that we have published, and like I said, you know, two that stand out are excuse me, are the regional, the district level reports for Karimnagar and Nizamabad, I believe, and also the handbook for Made in Telangana, which ties into the Made in India and the Prime Minister's key objective of self-reliant India, and some of the things that we then did to strengthen the competitiveness for a self-reliant India. We organized over 74 virtual sessions, 15 major conferences, and all of them virtually. Of course, it had its challenges, but also it had its benefits, and it gave us the ability to request a lot of people to join with minimal time commitment, given that travel, etc., was not there. We had 254 member companies that participated in these sessions and conferences, and 15,370 people joined us. In terms of the new initiatives, again, a very interesting and important initiative that we've been a part of, the Geographic Indication, the GI Festival of India. The Honorable Governor has been another very, very strong supporter for CII Telangana, participating in a number of sessions, and this was one where the Honorable Governor also participated. Some of the new initiatives, we had a Make in Telangana initiative, which highlighted the competitiveness of Telangana, especially from a manufacturing perspective. We had a CII Telangana Digital Summit, which of course is quite important considering the focus on some of the digital technologies in various industries. And we also had the CII Rebound Summit to look at ways in which we can help our membership across various places rebound quicker. And I also want to compliment CII and specifically the State Secretariat for becoming so digital. And I think from all the organizations, both corporate and otherwise, that I deal with, CII Telangana was one of the most digitally savvy organizations. So I think in a time like this, they deserve a round of applause. We held the District Collectors Conclave. We held the Gaming and VFX, the School Excellence Conclave, the Lifestyle and Wellness Management Summit, and of course the Brand Summit, which was another big hit for us across, talking across branding in various sectors. The conferences that we've held historically also, like Pharmexy, MSME Summit, Manexy, and so on and so forth, all of which were very successful. The Defense Conclave, which was another very successful summit for us. The Sustainability Summit, and then the Reimagining Post-Telangana Summit. And like you will see from some of the pictures, we had a number of really important and influential policymakers who gave us the time and made the time commitment. The EDU Summit, Social Leadership Summit, the AI for All Conclave, the CFO Conclave, and a few others, and like I said, I'll skip through them due to the paucity of time, but these are just some of the summits, both summits and workshops, both, all of them, of course, being digital. We also had a few forums. The first that I would highlight is the CEO Forum. The CEO Forum is chaired by Mr. Vagesh Dikshit, and the idea was to bring together about 20 CEOs who can collaborate, ideate, and exchange ideas and learn from each other. It's essentially a peer-to-peer learning network, and because Mr. G.V. Prasad of Dr. Reddy's kicked it off, and we had a few other sessions after that. And something that's very well received and seen as a value add to our members. This is also, I think, the second year for the CFO Summit, which is headed by Mrs. Vanita Datla. And again, that's a summit where I know that a lot of CFOs are members of, and I've heard some very, very good feedback. So another great peer-to-peer sharing environment and a sharing forum for CFOs. Then we had the Tech EDU Excellence Forum. The forum has founders, senior management, and founders, senior management, etc., of engineering colleges as members, along with industry members. So the idea is that we can look at how we collaborate better and how engineering colleges can be better for, or engineering colleges and technical education can prepare students better. We have the TQM Forum on the quality management. The other thing that I want to highlight that we've taken up this year is also the inclusiveness and sustainability, given that it is a topic that's very important to many people, and we've done a number of things on that. Again, I apologize, but I'll circle them through these quickly given the paucity of time, but we did the various initiatives, and these are available for you to quickly look through. We also, CII at 125 to celebrate the 125 years of CII was supposed to be a big initiative. Unfortunately, it coincided with the pandemic, so obviously some of the priorities had to shift and had to be focused elsewhere. But I'm still proud to say that we actually did a number of things to support that. We did a virtual music concert, we did a bike ride, we did a run, and we did tree plantations across various places. So that's still, perhaps not as much as we would have liked to or we should have, considering that it's a very important milestone. But considering the circumstances, I think we did what we could on that. CSR, again, like I initially said, it was a big imperative this year considering the challenges that we faced. So I think the CSR committee did a fantastic job on a number of their initiatives, and I'll quickly circle through them in terms of the various relief measures, various distribution measures, and so on and so forth. So special compliments to the CSR committee led by Swati on what they've done, and I think especially I just want to reiterate that another group that did really well with CSR was the Young Indians, who really took leadership and demonstrated or took leadership on a lot of these initiatives. So special compliments to them. In terms of membership, it's been a little bit of a difficult year, needless to say, given that a lot of companies are going through various trials and tribulations and some of them challenges in terms of renewals. But I think still we did a really good job in terms of making sure that we still had member meets, road shows, and just some of the numbers are available for your consideration. Ivan, again, was a great year for Ivan. We had, again, some great topics, great speakers. The Honorable Union Minister for Textiles, Mrs. Smriti Irani, was the highlight of the leadership conclave and was a fantastic presentation. But just to give you a quick overview of some of the events that Ivan has done. Ivan also does a mentorship initiative to mentor senior women executives and leaders, and that's something that's been very well received across the board. Some numbers from the Ivan. Then young Indians, of course, a very important constituent of CII, and just some of the events that they've done. The Honorable Minister of State for Home Affairs, Kishan Reddy Garu, was the highlight of the leadership session or the annual leadership conference there. And they also, I guess being young people, they also were the first to have an in-person conference, which was their annual leadership day, I believe, in December. There's again some numbers and some review of activities, but I also will compliment YI on the fact that they increased membership, or they were the only chapter that increased membership this year across India in spite of what is going on. So well done, YI. In terms of some of the specialized services that we provide, the IPR facilitation cell is very, very active. We've done a number of things there. You look at the IPRs filed, and also we've had a number of events on the familiarization of what IPR is, how people can actually patent their technologies, etc. Then just quickly, the Green Business Center, there's a quick review of that. And I'll just skip through given this. And sorry. Lastly, I just want to thank a few people. Firstly, of course, the CII Southern Region Office Bearers for 2021. Mr. Satish Reddy, who is the chairman, and Mr. C.K. Ranganath, who is the deputy chairman. And their leadership and support was very, very incredible during this year. And their guidance was very useful in terms of making sure we were all aligned on things that make a difference and we have a significant impact on what we're doing together. I want to thank the past chairman and chairpersons of CII Southern Region from Telangana, many of whom are here, Mr. Anil Kumar Ipur, Mrs. Shobhana Kamineni, Mr. Mohan Reddy, Mr. Sanjay Reddy, and Mr. Ramesh Datla, who also is here. I want to thank the past chairman and chairpersons, and from Mr. Ashok Reddy, Mrs. Suchitra Yella, Jay Galla, Mr. Shakti Sagar, Mr. Harish Chandra Prasad, Mr. Uttal Sengupta, Mr. Pradeep Doble, Dr. Vivekanand, Mr. M.K. Patodia, Mr. Satish Reddy, Mr. D.V. Manohar, Mrs. Vanita Datla, Mr. Nupinder Rao, Mr. Rajanna, Mr. Sanjay Singh, and of course my predecessor and good friend Mr. D. Raju. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of them, because they made my life easy. They did most of the work, and I came and made the final presentation. So thank you very much. It was your support, your guidance was really helpful in making what could have been a very difficult year very easy. So thank you very, very much. Lastly, I will say thank you to Mr. Samir Goyal, the Vice Chairman of CII Telangana and the Managing Director of Coromandel International. Samir has been an incredible support and has provided strong leadership in many areas, including membership. And I'm sure that without his support, we wouldn't have had the kind of year that we would have had. So Samir, thank you very much for your support. The team across various conveners from the 12 or 13 different committees that we had, and of course, you know, all of them, many of them are here, and I'll say a quick word of thanks to all of them for their support, because really CII and the State Council is the sum of its parts, and it's the work that they do that help us come to the the state that we are in and do the things that we get a lot of credit for. Further, the team of CII. Just a quick snapshot of CII in the media, and again, I will leave it to your consideration. But the last thing I will say is, I think one of the most important constituents of CII that makes us so effective is the Secretariat. I'll say first, they push us a lot, but they also do all the hard work. So between Subhajit here in CII Telangana and Satish in CII Southern Region, just a big word of thanks from all of us on the committee and the council for the incredible support that you provide, and for making our our life easy. Thank you very much. So friends, I'm sorry for the quick or a long presentation done in a brief manner, but if there's anything that that you want more information on, please do reach out and we will provide you the more details. But we have also made every effort to make sure that the previous efforts have been, that we've built on and not started only new initiatives. So I think the collective results that we have achieved by the Council is really a tremendous work of all the past history, and we only tried to build on what was given to us, which was an incredible platform. So thank you very much for this support for this year, and with that I will with that, can I request Mr. Satish Reddy, the Chairman of CII Southern Region, to kindly give his address, please. Satish, over to you.
Thank you, Krishna, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies, I was hoping to be in person with you today, but I could not make it. I look forward to seeing you all at the Regional Council meeting tomorrow. Good morning once again, and it is a pleasure to be here with you today on the occasion of Telangana State Annual General Meeting. In line with our national theme, which is Building India for a New World, Lives, Livelihood and Growth, CII Southern Region has adopted Building South India for a New World, Lives, Livelihood and Growth during this year as its theme. And this year, the regional theme has been implemented by focusing on the key enablers such as policy advocacy, ease of doing business, MSME engagement, education, skill development, entrepreneurship, startups, membership engagement, and the developmental growth agenda with the thrust on CSR, affirmative action, women and youth, echoing the 10 lenses laid out by the national leadership. We had indeed started the year in March, where the COVID pandemic came upon all of us, and I would like to place on record the excellent support that we received from Telangana members, including Ivan and Young India members, in sailing through these very tough times. I would like to thank Krishna, Samir, past chairs and the entire team in Telangana for providing the leadership for the COVID relief and rehabilitation initiatives, which earned the appreciation from the government, membership, and other stakeholders. As part of the regional work plan, special emphasis was laid on policy engagement initiatives in the southern states. I'm happy to mention that during the year, we've had both physical and virtual meetings with the chief ministers, and bureaucrats of all the southern states. Over 182 meetings with state and central ministers and bureaucrats were held this year, and the southern region states facilitated over 142 interactions on EODB, the ease of doing business this year. And as part of the COVID interventions, we have made 115 representations across the southern states in the areas of GST, waiver of fixed charges of electricity, loan moratorium, interstate movement of goods, focused on MSME pending payments from PSUs, incentive schemes, amongst others. Over 80 representations focused on MSMEs, export, movement of essential goods, utilization of CSR fund, labor, among others, were made during the lockdown period. Several task forces were formed at the regional as well as the state level to represent industry issues during and post the lockdown for restart of business with specific focus on MSMEs. And as part of the CI at 125 initiative, new initiatives across the southern region have been rolled out during the year. A CI handbook, Mystic South, a Gateway to Prosperity, was launched, which focused on the investment promotion in southern states. The CI Southern Region also organized specific programs like virtual music concert, bike rally on the World Tourism Day, wellness run, coffee table book, skills training sessions, a host of things in commemoration of the CI 125-year celebrations. In the area of MSME, I'm glad to inform members that CI Southern Region has organized 430 MSME engagement sessions this year, focusing on interventions in the areas of policy, competitiveness, leadership, and business promotion, and that impacted over 4,900 members. The International Linkages Subcommittee undertook 42 exclusive interactions, mainly virtual and some physically across the South India, with diplomats and overseas dignitaries from many countries, and it impacted close to 2,723 members in exploring business opportunities in existing and emerging markets, mostly on the virtual mode and later partly in the physical mode. The Southern Region Startup Initiative provided a business networking platform for budding entrepreneurs, And this year, the Southern region witnessed the launch of CI National Center for Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Startups in Hyderabad, and the CI Mysore Cybersecurity Forum in Karnataka. CI Southern Region Startups and Entrepreneurship Forum has taken up a new initiative on survival kit for the Indian industry. And this is the first of its kind initiative in the country to help startups and entrepreneurs. This year, the membership engagement has been given a strong focus, keeping in view the changing expectations of the membership, besides new members joining from emerging sectors of the economy. Membership engagement continued to be a priority agenda this year, and to further strengthen engagement with members, 22 member meets were held this year, including with Mr. Kotak, the president of CII, Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj, the vice president of CII, besides the 6 new member induction meets, and over 421 member outreach meets were organized at the premises of member companies during this year. It's also heartening to note that the Southern region leads in the membership nationally with close to 3,000 members, 2,998 members to be precise, and this is indeed made possible with support from all of you. To focus on CI Telangana specifically, I wish to commend both Krishna and Samir for the exceptional work that they have done in Telangana during the year 2020 and 21, despite the pandemic, and for leading various initiatives for the benefit of members in the state. They have effectively carried forward the good work that was done in the past. It is heartening to note that CI Telangana had several meetings and interactions with the state ministers during the year on policy matters and presented industry inputs in the form of reports, recommendations, and representations. I'm also glad to note that the CI recommendations, especially on the electric vehicle policy, has been accepted. Also wanted to congratulate the Telangana leadership for launching the district development plan for Nizamabad. And with Hyderabad being the only economic capital in the state today, it is very much necessary to support the development of Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns and make them as centers of economic activity. Also happy to learn that CI Telangana has connected well with members through digital platforms, and this initiative has helped in serving the members and also facilitated business continuity and networking among stakeholders without any disruption at these times. Also glad to see that CI Telangana has extensively focused on skilling initiatives and promoting Industry Academia Connect. The dual apprenticeship program initiated in collaboration with the government of Telangana is indeed commendable. My special appreciation for the good work done by the CI IP Facilitation Center at Telangana, which focused on creating an effective intellectual property ecosystem in the state. I once again wish to place on record my gratitude to Krishna as well as Samir Goel and the leadership team for their outstanding efforts made during the year. Though we have had a tough year, the outlook is positive, and the industry, I believe, is well positioned to reboot growth. I should mention that all these achievements would not be possible but for the support of the members and their involvement. I thank them for being a pillar of support to the State Council and its activities. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome the office bearers of CI Telangana for 2021-22, and I wish them the very best. Once again, congratulations, Krishna and the entire team for the remarkable achievements during the year. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention.
Satish, thank you very much for that, and once again, thank you very much, more importantly, for your support over the last year. I think without the support and guidance from the region, we would not have been able to do many of the things that we have done. So, Satish, thank you very much, and also thank you to CK for his support and his guidance in many of the matters. With that, may I now request you, Satish, as the chairman of CII Southern Region, to announce the election results of CII Telangana State Council for the year 2021, or 2021, or 21.
Sure. In accordance with the provisions of Rule 32F(6) of the Confederation, the election results of the CI Telangana State Council for the year 21-22 received from the scrutinizer, which is Protivity India Member Private Limited, have already been circulated to members by the circular dated 24th February 2021. I'm pleased to announce the names of the companies which have got elected. In the general category, which has 10 seats, the following are the companies: Alpla India Private Limited, Coromandel International Limited, CSR Estates Limited, Helico Limited, Gaja Engineering Private Limited, ITC Limited, Paperboards and Specialty Papers Division, Kalyani Rafael Advanced Systems Private Limited, Natco Pharma Limited, Rachmalu Forgings Private Limited, and Visakha Industries Limited. In the small scale category, which have 3 seats, the companies are Apidi Technologies Private Limited, Resource Inputs Private Limited, Simplijit Investment Corporation Private Limited, and these are the companies. So let's give a round of applause to all the elected companies. Also wanted to inform ladies and gentlemen that there will be the leadership change in the Southern Region Secretariat. Mr. Satish Raman, who is the Regional Director of the CI Southern Region, will be moving on to a new role, and Mr. NMP Jayesh will take over the portfolio in the Southern Region. He has been with the CI for the past 15 years, and he has handled various portfolios in Madurai, Kerala, Delhi, and Singapore. I particularly wish to thank Satish Raman for all his support. Like Krishna said, all of us get pushed quite a lot, but all the work is done by him and his team across the Southern Region, along with all the states. So thank you, Satish, for that. Right? Thank you. Over to you, Krishna.
Thank you very much, Satish, for the announcements, and obviously a compliments to Satish Raman for his new role, and welcome Jayesh to your role. With the members' permission, I'm going to change around the agenda a little bit because we need to move around things a little bit. But with that, we will go to the adoption of the annual report of CII Telangana State Council for the year 2020-21. We will also digitally send it to all the members through email and WhatsApp. Correct. Correct, that's true. So may I now move the resolution that the annual report of the Confederation for year 2021 be and are hereby approved and adopted. May I request somebody to propose the resolution, please? Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Could somebody second the resolution? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyone against the resolution? Thank you very much, and the meeting has approved and adopted the annual report of the Telangana State for the year 2020-2021 unanimously. Thank you very much for your support. Distribution. Now I move on to the next item on the agenda, which is the distribution of the Quality Circle Awards for the year 2020-21 from the state. Could I request the Southern Region past chairs, Mr. Anil Ipur and Mr. Ramesh Datla, to come on the stage to present the trophy to the winners of the Quality Circle competition for the year 2020-21.
The third prize for the QCC competition award goes to the team Super Batch Register team from ITC Limited PSPD. So request them to kindly join on the stage and collect the award. A big round of applause for the winning team. Please come, sir. Thank you. Congratulations. The second prize goes to Team QC Warriors team from Mahindra & Mahindra Limited. We request the M team to come and collect the awards. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, congratulations. And the first prize goes to the team Innovators team from Alpla India Private Limited. A big round of applause requesting the team to come over to collect the prize. Thank you. Thank you and congratulations, all the winners. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any other business?
Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed my pleasure to speak a few words on the excellent work done by my friend Krishna during his leadership as the chairman of CI Telangana for 2021. Krishna and I worked very closely for the last 2 years, and in fact, he took over from me in very tough times when the COVID has crept in. So when COVID has really impacted all of us, and many of our offices were closed for close to about 2 months, and thereon partial reliefs and all that, I could see how Krishna and the team has really worked in closely interacting with the government officials and police, etc., to see that how the permissions were given to work the companies. That was incredible, in fact. So initially when we were holding some meetings, we were thinking that in few weeks or something like that, these virtual meetings which we had will get turned into something like physical meetings, but it turned out to be something like going for the whole year. But Krishna, with his excellent technical savviness and background, I think he could maneuver this digital connection of all of us, with the members, with the council, with the government, and with the industry in general very well. And I'm happy, in fact, it is amazing to note that something like about 90 programs in this COVID situation could be done, engaging almost all the members. Something like close to 280 members is really and truly exceptional. So the team had several interactions with the state ministers and bureaucrats throughout this particular period, so that the members' issues are very well and positively taken up. Krishna is a dynamic leader and a man of few words, leading a very large, successful MNC which is operating globally, and that experience could easily be seen as how he has led our CI, taking all the panel members and conveners and industry members together. He is such a humble leader, and what really I liked is his humility to deal with all the members, and especially with the senior council members. He used to take very, very positively all the suggestions and implement. And because of this, I think in this tough times of COVID, though we have only something like about 300 members or so compared to the entire southern region, close to 3,000, but the impact that we have shown in digitally connecting with very good programs is very, very commendable. Thank you, Krishna, for the excellent leadership that you have shown. And it is said that once you are in something like CA leadership, there is no exit but only to continue. So we look forward to continue you to play a key role in our CA Telangana as well as in our Southern Regional Council, because I think though the results will be known tomorrow, I think he's selected into the Southern Regional Council also. So with his experience and the good work that he has done, I am sure that our Telangana also will be put in limelight in Southern region. Thanks so much, Krishna. It was a pleasure working with you, and I wish you very good health and look forward to working more closely with you. Thanks a lot.
As Rajgaru said, he's a good friend, and there's a benefit of your good friend talking about you, because they'll only talk very kindly. So thank you very much, Rajgaru, for your kind words. And, but I'll also say, you know, it's like I said, it wouldn't have been possible without the support of the council members, of the senior members, the past chairs, and you know, I've been incredibly lucky that a number of past chairs, both at the regional level and also at the state level, have been very, very involved with the council over the last year. So the collective wisdom, guidance, mentorship, and most importantly, the friendship is really what made the difference. And of course, like I said, with the support of the Secretariat was what we were able to achieve. So thank you very much, Rajgar, again for the kind words. If there are no other points, I would like to make an announcement. The newly elected members of the Telangana State Council are requested to join the first meeting of the newly elected State Council for the year 21-22, which will be held at 2 p.m., 1400 hours at the boardroom at this venue. I would also like to extend a special invitation to Mr. Satish Reddy, the chairman of CII Southern Region, the past chairman of the state, and the regional director, and to also kindly attend this meeting.
Chairman, with your permission, as a small token of gratitude for Krishna's leadership, I request Vanita ma'am to kindly hand over a small memento from the Southern region to the chairman. Ma'am, please come and do the honor for his leadership for the year 2021 and 21. Big round of applause. I would also now request Sanjay Singh ji to kindly come to the podium and hand over the special chairman's album to Krishna, and so that he can relive the memories of his leadership during this tenure. Thank you. Please join. Thank you, Vanita ma'am. Thank you, Sanjay sir. Thank you, Chairman.
So, Mr. Satish Reddy, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, Mr. Satish Raman, the Chairman, Mr. Krishna, thanks for joining us on this hybrid session. I would also like to thank all the past chairmen and the members for joining this session. May I take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Krishna for the excellent work done by him during this tenure as the chairman of CII Telangana. The world was impacted by what is called a black swan event, COVID-19. It was a great pleasure, and I really enjoyed, Krishna, working with you during the last year despite all the COVID challenges. While COVID-19 has brought a lot of challenges, there was also a lot of new learnings and made us adopt to new ways of functioning unlike the previous years. However, thanks to technology, we leveraged the digital platform and continued our initiatives uninterrupted and raised the bar. I was really inspired by his commitment and dedication. Krishna, it's a big challenge for the incoming chairman to keep up with the same level of commitment. May I now request all of you who are present here in joining me in congratulating Mr. Krishna. Please could we give a standing ovation to him. Thank you very much. I would also like to thank Subhajit and the secretarial team and the support which we have received from the regional chairman and also the regional secretariat. May I now request all of you to join us for tea and coffee, and we would reassemble here at 1100 hours for the public session on Tea Next with the theme Reimagining and Crystallizing Growth for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would like to bring this business session to a close. We will start with the general session at 11 o'clock, the 11:10. The Honorable Minister, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, will also join us shortly. So thank you very much.
check, check.